Hey, good evening. It is Leadership Leaning. Thanks for joining us this Monday evening. It's great to have you with us. We've got some really exciting stuff to talk to you about over the next 15-20 minutes. But first things first, last Friday, it was Rod's birthday.
Yep.
Now, if you're watching live, there are a few of you, I've been told. Put in the comments, how old do you think Rod is? What's that? Go on,
I'll give you one clue.
Yeah,
okay, so the first and the second digits are identical.
Okay. There will be prizes, potentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was lovely. Had a really nice time. We went out to some gardens during the day and obviously some presents, nice presents, nice bottle of wine, some cheese, nice presents from my... Yeah.
You've already been big up.
Nice presents from my family and a nice family meal.
Lovely.
So, it was really good.
Good.
A lockdown birthday.
Yeah, I know. It's been a strange one for birthdays this last year.
I think most people will probably have a birthday during lockdown, won't they?
Yeah.
Gosh. So how was your birthday, or how will it be?
I know. Bring on next year. Whenever this ends. But we've got some stuff to talk to you about. So Sunday.
Yep.
It was great. We had Redeemer Kids back, which was a big hit in our house. Thanks so much, Tom and Abby and all the kids and youth workers. Yeah, really lovely to have that back after a break over the Christmas time.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see if you've got kids and you watched Redeemer Kids yesterday. Then talk to them about their dreams this week.
Absolutely, I caught that bit. There's talking about because the story of Joseph, and therefore God gives dreams to young people like Joseph. So actually, God will give dreams to your children.
Yeah.
So take them seriously, write them down, talk about them. It's a great way for kids to grow in the kind of prophetic realm from a very early age.
Yeah, absolutely.
I absolutely encourage that.
And so I hope you're enjoying the Reset series that we're in at the moment. It was really good to hear from Pete yesterday. He was doing work and rest, work and leisure.
Yeah.
And it's great to be Jake leading us in worship. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good Sunday. So if you haven't caught up with that, then do so just on the YouTube channel here. And I hope you can guess where we are. Again, bonus points if you know which part of the space we're in. If you've been up for one of the tours, you might know, but it's not too obvious. But it's pretty cold up here. So what are we talking about?
It's very, very chilly up here right now. That's exactly. It's obviously been a challenging time for Redeemer in the last few weeks, and I guess all the family will know about that. So just to encourage you, continue to pray, please. Pray for the directional team, Joel, myself and Pete. Pray for the trustees, pray for Alex and Lucy, pray for everybody that's involved, your group leaders. But I feel this is a real growth moment for us. And we're about to get into the Guildbourne. We'll talk a bit more about that later. And this is a historic moment. And so, although it's sometimes you have difficult times in church life, it happens often. Jesus says, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail." So it's His church; He's building it, and we can be confident in what He's about. Yeah,
and so we're just really grateful for your support. I really appreciate the group leaders.
As
you've been talking about what's been happening in your groups this last week, and just the support and the prayers and the love for Alex and Lucy and for the directional team and all those kind of things. So please, like Rod said, do keep praying.
So we've been looking at Reset and what really matters, and of course one of the things that is so important is friendship, isn't it? It's being connected, it's community, and so groups during the week, I think, has been one of the kind of like the lifelines during pandemic. And I know I've enjoyed and look forward to my group every week. And when we've had breaks, you soon miss the people. And we're getting used to Zoom now as well, I think. So we're interacting perhaps a little bit more freely. So so thank you so much, group leaders. You do an amazing job. You do a fantastic job. And it's been right through at the most difficult time as a church in pandemic. So it's brilliant. And if you're watching this and you're not in a group, please do get in touch with us, Hello at Redeemer, and we will put you in touch with a group that you can join. Yeah,
definitely. And so we just wanted to let you know about a few things. One thing that's new that's happening, and then something's happening on Sunday as well. So we are starting Wednesday prayer, and then we've got our normal Zoom prayer on Sunday night.
Prayer is so important. We achieve things in the kingdom of God as we get before God and we pray and we seek Him. He will speak to us in our praying times and give us words, give us direction, give us encouragement. But this is how we grow as a church, as we bring things before the Lord and then we go on a journey with Him. So we've got we're starting a weekly prayer meeting. Because prayer is so important, we feel like we should be praying every week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 12:30 on Zoom every lunchtime on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And just be about half an hour, and we're going to be straight in there praying quite quickly. There won't be a lot of chit-chatting around. We're going to get in there and be before God. So those details will come out, the code and the
you can just join redeemer.co.uk/prayer, and that will take you to the Zoom.
Brilliant.
Simple.
That's the easiest way to remember it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then we're going to carry on. We started a prayer meeting. We did a Zoom prayer meeting just over a week ago. So we've got another one coming up this Sunday. That's for the whole church again, 7:30 Sunday evening, and it will be similar format to the one we would have had 2 weeks previously, but we're going to be praying much more about our Redeemer family, all that's going on with us, and there's so much that is going on. There's so much that we need to pray into.
There is.
So please join us on Sunday evening. We might go for a little bit longer than half an hour. I think at the end of the last one, we're all thinking, I could have done a little bit more. So maybe 40, even 45 minutes. It will not be an hour, though. It'll be shorter than an hour, so don't worry. But please join us for that in prayer, and those details will come out as well.
Yeah, let's be praying together.
Absolutely. So here we are, we've now magicked into this part of the building. Do you know where we are? Look around.
How close attention have you been paying?
Yeah. Joel, where are we?
So this is the open workspace where people can come during the week if they're working from home and they want to come somewhere else apart from their spare bedroom. Behind us over there is the church office. If you can see those windows and doorways, that's where we'll be tucked away. And on a Sunday this could be useful. Who knows? Any manner of things we've yet to decide.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can see at the moment it's an empty space. That's what part of what this month is about. We're doing the phase 2, making our home offering, is we want to kit out this space that we can use throughout the week, that we can use on a Sunday for whatever we decide this space is going to be most suitable for. But that's what we're here to talk to you a bit about now. But I just want to remind us before we talk about money and what we need, actually the reason why we're here, the reason we decided however long ago it was when we were looking at the Guildbourne, not 15 years ago, but 2 years ago or 18 months ago, whenever we started these negotiations, what the purpose was. It's not just because Rod and I were just talking about, actually wouldn't it be weird when we eventually move into this space and instead of coming to the office by West Worthing train station, we're coming into this
massive
space.
Area,
It'll be so surreal when it actually happens. But the reason isn't just so Rod and I have a nice office space. It's not so we just have a lovely space on a Sunday that we can sing. We're not dictated to because we're renting out a school hall and we're turfed out when exam season comes. It's because we want to be a blessing to this town. We want to be a church, as we've said a lot over the last 18 months, a church for the unchurched. And so I just want to remind us by reading some of Jeremiah 29, which we've heard quite a bit over the last year or two in various settings. And just is God speaking to Jeremiah, to the exiles in Babylon. He says, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, to all the exiles whom I have sent into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon. Build houses and live in them. Plant gardens and eat their produce. Take wives and have sons and daughters. Take wives for your sons and give your daughters in marriage, that they may bear sons and be daughters. Multiply there and do not decrease. But seek the welfare of the city where I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord on its behalf, for in its welfare you will find your welfare." And so we just want to remind ourselves that we're doing this. When Rod writes his check this month, when I write my name, when I go on my phone and put my details in, Rod still likes checks.
I do like checks. Yes.
It's not. There's a reason for it. It's good to be reminded what the reason is. It's because we want to be a blessing to this town. We want to see God's kingdom come in this town. And so as we gather to pray on Wednesdays and on Sunday evenings, as we pray about what we're giving and what we're doing in this space. It's great to think actually I can, pay for this many sofas for this space, or desks, or chairs, or whatever the other thing.
And when you are writing your check or doing your bank transfer, be praying in that moment and say, "Lord, I'm giving you this amount of money. I'm giving this. It's my offering to you now. Lord, would you multiply it? Would you make it go even further?" And kind of like, as it were, bless the money that you are giving, and God will deal with that and multiply.
And we're just so conscious of people who maybe you're not in a position to be able to give what you'd like to give. That's probably a lot of us are in that kind of space. And so we're just aware we don't want to put pressure on people. We really want to be praying, like Rod said. Even if it's the little that we think we can give, let's just be praying that God would use that and bless it. Yes. And just to encourage you, I was speaking to a lady the other day. I haven't told you this yet, Rod, but I was speaking to someone in the church, and they called me and said, I don't have much to give, but I've got something I want to sell. And so, because they've been praying, and they felt God say to them, give this item that they'd had for however many years. And God spoke to them about that, and that's just great. We want people to hear God about they can give in faith. And I pray that when we sell that item, it'll be worth even more than the person.
Absolutely, that's real faith, isn't it?
Yeah.
God really responds to that and honors that. So,
it's great.
We're going to suddenly appear somewhere else now.
So you can see, here we are, this walls, painted, smooth, finished.
Apart from that dirty rock.
Apart from that, I'm sure they'll so Rob, where are we?
Yeah, well, this is the kitchen. And so we've got part of the phase 2 offering is to actually kit it out. It's got a lovely high ceiling. You may not be able to see that on the video, but it's great. And so in here, all sorts of food and beverages and snacks will be served to people who are doing alpha, to other courses that will run, but also people that will hire out the auditorium. And then maybe they'll have even 2 or 3 day events even. And actually, this place will be busy and really be part of the whole process of us, encouraging people to use this space and come into our building and enjoy the facility. So it's going to be hard of activity at the moment. It needs a few cookers and sinks and things.
This will allow us to host people so well. So we want to do things well. We'll be able to be great hosts when we run events. And so when you give, you'll be kitting out this space. So we can do a fantastic job of making people feel welcome.
So right now we're going to see a quick video of where the Guildbourne is at this moment.
So here we are in the auditorium. Over to this side is the stage that is starting to be built. This will all, by the time we come in here, this will be floored. The ducting will all be in with the heating and ventilation. All of the wires will be in. But what we're giving for in this space, what we need to kit out is chairs, which will go over here just behind where you're looking from. And we need to kit out with a PA and AV system so we can...
so if you can picture this space full of people worshipping, isn't that going to be amazing, Hands in the air.
And for those of you worried about the height of the ceilings, look, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. You go as high as you like.
So it's going to be an amazing place. People are going to really be meeting with God here. Their lives are going to be changed, It's going to be... They're going to come in on Sunday morning or even at a different time, and they'll leave a different person.
Yeah.
And there'll be people that come here who are not Christ followers, and actually they'll come away thinking, I'm going to start following Jesus. This is going to be an amazing place where lives are going to be transformed. And so this is what our Phase 2 offering is also funding.
Yeah.
And in the end, it is about the chairs and the PA and all that, but actually in the end it's about lives changed. It's about this town finding out about Jesus, about taking Jesus to the centre and making a difference in our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how much are we after, Joel?
We're trying to raise £75,000, which will give us most of the money towards, or the money for the first year's rent, and it will pay for the PA, it will pay for chairs, it will pay for other furniture that we need, and get us in this space.
Absolutely. So throughout this month of February, it's a month of offering, so do get before God, pray, ask the Lord, what is it that you want me to do? How do you want me to partner in this moment and give? And then you can give, we've said already, checks, you can do it online or obviously bank transfer. Yeah.
So we'd love you to be praying about what you're able to give. And I guess at the beginning of March, we'll share what we've raised.
Yes.
And because obviously we want to start spending that money.
Yeah, because there'll be a lead-in time for some of the things like the chairs. You just can't go to the shops and just get them off the shelf. You've got to order them and some stuff's got to be made and that. So
Great.
Brilliant. Yeah, so we've loved having you with us this evening for this lean-in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you at groups if you're in one of our groups, and then we'll see you on Sunday. Don't forget Redeemer Kids 9:30, and then 10 o'clock Church Online.
And if you're able to schedule your Wednesdays around a half an hour gap, just to be able to pray together. So important. We would love to see you there. But come 5 people, come 50 people, come 100 people. We're going to be praying.
Absolutely.
So important.
Great.
Have a good week.
See you then. Bye.